What's good, YouTube? Back at it again with another fragrance video. Still getting used to this setup, man. Not really used to sitting down, okay? I'm a little animated. I talk with my hands, but I'm gonna make it do what it do. I appreciate all of y'all that have been rocking with me for coming back and checking out the videos. If you're new to the channel, please do consider liking and subscribing. But today, because you saw the thumbnail, it's discovery again. But today I got some hype beasts, so I know for sure out of one of the four I'm gonna be sampling for the first time, I should be at least copying one of these bottles. Okay, so buckle up, man. Let's get right into it. If you don't know, I basically have sprayed these fragrances and they've been drying down for about maybe 35 minutes. I'm gonna spray initial, go to the dry down, and then tell you how I feel about them respectively. All right, wasting no time, man. I'm going straight to the house of Argos. Never smelled anything from this house, and to be honest, I actually purchased Triumph of Bacchus, the extrait. I actually got the full bottle of it, but when I got the package, it was just packaged so well. I'm gonna do a full unboxing on that. So shout out to that house, because just the delivery of the package was really nice. But inside the package, they actually gave me some samples, and so one recently I think has dropped that I've been seeing some chatter about, and that is Sacred Flame. So I haven't even smelled Triumph of Bacchus yet, so I'm actually starting with this one from the house. So let's see what it do. Oh, party foul. Oh, I like this. Soft, sweet, spicy. Already. I've been hearing good things about this one, to be honest with you. And some others from the house, so I'm assuming out of, at least out of the four on my radar, I'll be copying at least one. I actually like this one right here though, so far. Yeah, soft, spicy. This is kind of fresh. This almost seems all year round. This could be summer, this could be spring, but I'm feeling this right now in this weather. Fall, winter, the cooler weather. Okay, let's get into the note breakdown. I'm gonna show you, this is the actual, sample, I guess, packaging this came in. It's got bergamot, peach, tangerine, ginger, clove, grapefruit, pepper tree, rose, cinnamon, bark, violet, jasmine, orris, patchouli, okay? Amber, sandalwood, benzoin, apopanax, tonka bean, vetiver, cashmere, vanilla. So a lot going on in this one right here. Honestly, this is really good. I can't say that I have something like this that's currently in my collection, but I feel like I might have something that's kind of close, okay? Kind of close, but this is actually really good. I'm gonna have to think on this for a moment to see what I have that might be somewhat similar, but this is actually a win. So I can tell you off top, if this performs, this would 100% be a fragrance that I feel like other individuals would really want to get their hands on, at least a sample. A little hard for me to pick out the exact fruits that I'm smelling out of the list, but what I can tell you I'm getting is definitely some of that rose, definitely some of that pepper, and a little bit of that sandalwood. This is actually calming down already. This is actually really good. It's actually very smooth. Initially you heard me say that this was spicy, and I feel like, out the atomizer it was, but this is actually a good fragrance. I'm a huge fan of tonka bean. Didn't even know this included tonka bean until I read the note breakdown. This is actually a win, and I feel like the scent trail will probably go crazy with this one. I am interested in the dry down. Let me get right to it. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, okay. This has calmed down a lot. Oh yeah, this is I'm getting more of the rose right now. I'm sure there's some citruses in here because they're definitely listed. I wish I could smell the peach. Huge peach fan. Let me know if you guys know of a good peach-based fragrance, okay, on the unisex side or for men. I don't know of one. I know I don't have one in my collection as of yet, but this right here is a win. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have anything in my collection that smells exactly like this. There definitely is a combination of spice and fruit in this, but I cannot pick out the exact fruit in this fragrance. But this is one 100% worth a sample. Beautifully blended. It just from the initial, you got to give it a few minutes. So I can 100% say that so far, but this is dried down into something that's lovely. I really do like this. This could actually wind up in the collection. I can tell you that right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wear this one. They actually gave me a decent size sample too. This might be a 2 ml or something like that, or 3 or 4 or something like that. So I'm definitely going to give this one a few wears compared to, trying for Bacchus as well too. But right now, this is definitely a win. Am I gonna run out and buy this right now? I would not, but I feel like others would. So definitely get a sample of this. This is probably one of the better samples I've actually smelled in 2024, and I mean that. I just want to come back on here and say, in regards to the Sacred Flame, this is actually a really good fragrance, and I feel like even if it's not me, others will really enjoy this fragrance. There are some fragrances that, I really won't even hype up or really give you any type of real recommendation on, but when I tell you about fragrances that I really feel like others will really, really like, especially if you don't have something like this in your collection, this is one of them, okay? So 100% worth the sample. All right, we're going to keep it pushing, man. This is basically one of the hype beasts I was telling you about early in the video. And this is going over to the House of Mind Games. I've smelled 2 from that house. One being Gambit, which was an immediate love and a buy for me. The last video I did like this, I actually smelled Queening, that was a good fragrance. It was just a little bit feminine leaning for me, so I wasn't a fan. But today I'm smelling French Defense, okay? Let's get right into it. Don't know a whole bunch about the notes. Oh, I like that in the air. Oh wow, this is really good. Wow. Oh man. Okay, yeah, this is fresh. It's a little fruity, non-offensive. This scent trail is probably crazy. Wow. Oh yeah, this is, I don't know how you could hate on this. This is one that I'm going to buy. I'm about to put it out there right now. If it stays anywhere around this right here, I'm gonna buy. I don't have anything in my collection that smells like this. Oh wow, let's get to the note breakdown. I need to see what's in here. All right, we got cherry, violet leaves, chamomile, rose, geranium, mimosa, amber, blonde woods, and cedar wood. So I guess the fruitiness is cherry. I did not know that. I actually don't have any cherry fragrances. What about you guys? Do you guys have any cherry fragrances? I've never smelled, what's the one from Tom Ford, the Lost Cherry. I'm sure there's others out there. This might be the first fragrance, not only that I've sampled, but I definitely own or don't own, that actually has cherry in it, but I like this. What's interesting to me is that violet sometimes can go either way with me, but in this blend, I actually like it, okay? Because where I don't like it is in something like Valentino's Born in Roma, like Intense. People love it, women love it, but that violet, I just don't like it. But right in here, either I can smell it or it's blended to perfection. This is actually really, really good. I would definitely own a bottle of this. I'm just gonna get right over to the dry down. Okay, what I can tell you when the dry down, that this has actually calmed down a lot. I don't know about performance, but the cherry is still prominent here, and it just smells sort of like very, very clean. Like it's a very fresh, kind of soft, airy, cherry type fragrance. This is definitely all 4 seasons, okay? Now this is not cutting through the cold air. This is also office friendly, but so far with with the house, I feel like the actual composition has been quality, so I'm assuming it can perform. I'm gonna have to actually wear this one, but I feel like women will probably like this fragrance on you. I don't know, but that note of cherry, this isn't syrupy sweet. Okay, that's kind of my thing when I get into like the real fruity fragrances, because I don't want it to just be too feminine. Okay, this one is a little lighter, but if I was actually gonna go for a cherry fragrance, mind you, I've never smelled a cherry fragrance before. I know that some of you guys might have. I have not. This is one I would definitely reach for. But what I can tell you is this. Although previously I said I would buy a bottle, I would have to catch this on the gray market, because I cannot pay full price for this, because I just don't think it's worth the $400 price point. Final thought on this French Defense. Light cherry, florals, little bit of woods, extremely fresh, extremely versatile fragrance. Not cutting through the cold air. Definitely spring, summer. Can get away with it in the fall. If you're in the office, like I said, this could definitely be year round. In order for that, I feel like women might actually like this. So I gotta go ahead and rock this one. Okay, I gotta go ahead and just get this one a few spins. But if you're into cherry fragrances, especially something that's not super sweet, no one's gonna say this one is super sweet, especially in a dry down. Okay, definitely get your hands on a sample of French Defense from Mind Games. It's 100% worth the sample. Again, for me, I just don't know if it's worth the price. Yeah, I'm late to the party, I know. Definitely another hype beast. I told you I was going to have a few on this list. Never smelled anything from the house. I actually only really hear about this one from the house. Let me know if there are others from the house that I actually need to smell. But today we are talking about Hypnotizing Fire from the house of the Harmonist. This is amazing. Early on, soft, sweet, fresh. I can see how this one is unisex. There's something very sexy about this fragrance. It's crazy how we're all into different types of, vibes. There's just something to be said about some of these fragrances that are just really sexy. This is one of them so far. Like the Sacred Flame, it wasn't giving sexy, you know what I mean? This is Netflix and chill. This is Close Encounter all day long. My next Close Encounter video, if this stays anywhere around here, this is definitely going on it. This has been hyped up for a minute. I'm not just saying that because I know it needs to dry down. This may not perform. I don't know, but I'm saying out the atomizer. This one right now, this is definitely the best out of the three I've smelled so far. Okay, let me get to the note breakdown because I don't even know what's in here. Let's check this out. What do we got? Wow. Okay. Oriental floral fragrance. Okay, I get it. Pimento. What exactly does pimento smell like? Cloves, pepper tree, patchouli, Bulgarian rose. Definitely getting hit with the rose. Praline, vanilla, for sure the vanilla, opopanax, and benzoin. This is... I'm definitely getting the rose, definitely getting the vanilla. Hint of patchouli. This is very sexy, man. Wow. Yeah, I haven't made a panty dropper list. I know that's a thing. Been going on for a while now on YouTube. It's I don't know if I can actually just use that as a title, but I get it. This would go in that. This is a stunner. I don't get a chance to say that often, and it's always just waiting to be said for that right fragrance. This is definitely one of them. This is one of the best fragrances I have smelled in 2024. Now, I know obviously this didn't come out in 2024. I don't know when this came out. I feel like this has been out since at least 2021, 2020, maybe even earlier than that. But for me, this one right here, This is a winner. Again, next close encounter list. This is a deal closer. This is something you need in your collection right here. If you like rose, kind of sweet, balsamic type fragrances, this is one right here. You really can't go wrong. I'm gonna get straight to the dry down, okay? Let's see where this lands at. Softens up. This is not punching you in the face right here. The scent trail on here has got to go crazy. This is forming the formal. This is wedding material right here. That's crazy. I actually just left my sister's wedding, and the groom hit me up and on the day, and it was a 5 p.m. wedding, and they hit me up, and he actually asked me, he was at the mall, and asked me what he should get. And I told him Oud Satin Mood, but had I actually smelled this, I would have told him to get this if they had it at the mall. This is a stunner. Yeah, immediate buy for me. I don't know anything about. Actually, I don't even know what the price point is on this fragrance right here. I'm just hoping that you get some performance, so I'm definitely rocking this one. But I can tell you right now, this is inappropriate for the workplace. So yeah, don't wear this to the work site. This is definitely nighttime, Netflix and chill, close encounter. Not summertime during the day, fall, winter for sure. Definitely maybe a cooler summer night, but this is not office friendly unless you're trying to get called to HR. One of the best unisex fragrances I've ever smelled. Definitely something coming from me. If you're into ultra masculine fragrances, this probably isn't going to be it, because this is 100% a rose fragrance, especially in the dry down. Okay, again, it's sweet, it's a little balsamic and spicy, but I really do like this one. If you're into unisex fragrances and you can actually deal with a little bit of rose, okay, it's not uber rosy, but the rose is definitely there and you can detect it. Okay, get your nose on Hypnotizing Fire from the Harmonist. And my apologies, because as usual, I'm late to the party. Last but definitely not least, coming from the house of Creed, this is Royal Oud. Super excited for this one. I've been hearing about this one a lot. There's still a lot of fragrances actually out of the house of Creed I've actually never smelled before, this being one of them. So heard a few things. Let's get right into it. This is fresh. I actually smell this in the air already. Very fresh. Not off-putting. Okay. I like this. This is not even close to Dunhill Icon like that, but just in the air it was giving me Icon vibes. But this is definitely different, going its own direction. A lot of woodsy notes I can tell already. I like that. This is fresh. This actually smells very high quality from the beginning. Wow. Okay, let's go straight to the note breakdown. What do they got going on? Pink pepper, lemon, Sicilian bergamot, definitely fresh. I'm getting that. Cedar, angelica, galbanum, sandalwood, oud, and musk. I like this. This is definitely a freshie. With the term like Royal Oud, I'm assuming that this one probably would be for maybe a high-end occasion, but I get that. I get that. I'm not even gonna hold you yet. This one right here is definitely for something along those lines, but this is probably for 30 plus. Let me say that. I don't think this is for the younger crowd. Okay, so y'all, 18 to 27, 26, 28. This one isn't really for you, but this is actually really good. I 100% will wear this. Huge fan of this fragrance already off top, but I again will reiterate, I don't think this is for the younger set. Okay, this is definitely for a more mature individual. Let me just say, 30, 35 plus. Okay, more professional rocking this one. This honestly it's actually really good. The thing is that I feel like I don't know how the women would react to this, especially on the younger level. So for that reason alone, because we know that we like compliments, I'm definitely a compliment person. I definitely enjoy receiving compliments on fragrances that I'm rocking, and I don't want a compliment from a 70-year-old woman. What I want to hear from is something about half that age. Okay, so this one right here, it's actually a really good fragrance, and I really do appreciate the perfumery in this one right here. But let me go to the dry down. Let me see where they at before I make my little final decision on this one. So, calm down. The scent trail on this one is probably really, really good. I brought up Icon because of, and I know they don't have vetiver in here, but there was a similar kind of like a fresh note in here that was really kind of bringing me there, and it's still kind of there for me. It's not that grape soda vibe that you get from Icon. This is more cedar, more woody. I said that initially when I first smelled it, that it was basically, a lot of woodsy notes in this one, but this is actually a really good fragrance. Is this one going into my collection right now? I can say no. Later in life, I could basically purchase this fragrance. I do feel like this is high quality all the way around. If you like a fresh, woodsy, oody, and the oud is really, really like subdued in this fragrance. If you want something that's more citrusy and woody, this is something that you should definitely try. I don't think that you're gonna go wrong, but I personally feel like, and I'm gonna put my stamp on it, this isn't for the younger set. For the more mature individual, if you're looking for compliments and a super versatile type fragrance walking in any room, this is one that you can definitely go ahead and sample, and that's Royal Oud from the House of Creed. Okay, update. I had to put this on the video because I let these actually dry down, and honestly, all 4 of these fragrances are fire. I'm actually going to rank these. I usually don't do this with these sampling videos, but I had to rank this list because they all just happen to be fragrances that I could see actually purchasing for my collection. 2 of them are definitely going to be immediate buys. The first one is definitely going to be Hypnotizing Fire. That was just love at first sniff. But the second one that really surprised me and the dry down that I really, really love is that Royal Oud from Creed. Okay, so that's number 2. And number 3 is actually going to be that French Defense. That's a great fragrance. I could see myself owning it. I don't necessarily like the price point. I do want to rock that one and see what actually happens with the scent trail and performance. And then 4 is definitely going to be Sacred Flame. I really like that fragrance as well, even in the dry down. It's just more of a walk to purchase it than a run. And that's it for your boy, man. This has actually been really, really fun for me. I actually found one that I'm going to do an immediate purchase on, which you already know as far as the Harmonist is concerned. I'm definitely getting that Hypnotizing Fire. That's my lane all day. I'm really trying to give no reason to say no. And that's one of those fragrances that I feel like is really taking you where you want to go, man. So I appreciate everybody. Rock with me and get to the end of the video. And if you appreciate this, man, please consider liking and subscribing. And you already know, I'm going to see you in the next video.